Clever girl, raptor, sniffing out the loves that lose. Swipe or bite, it's the end of the world tonight.
You ever open your messages expecting a good morning, a meme, maybe a picture of someone's dog wearing a tiny hat, and instead you get something that makes your soul whisper, in every job that must be done, there is an element of absolutely not. Friends, survivors, emotionally literate hotties with Wi-Fi, if Mary Poppins wouldn't pull it out of her carpet bag without asking first, don't send it. Welcome to Dating App Apocalypse, Clever Girl's Survival Guide. I'm Clever Girl, Raptor of Reason, curator of the Red Flag Museum, and founder of the internationally respected doctrine, Ask First or Be Blocked. Today's lesson comes with sugar and umbrellas and very firm boundaries. Because consent doesn't ruin the magic,
it is the magic.
And today we're joined by the only dinosaur who understands that boundaries aren't buzzkills. They're foreplay with manners. Say hello to the guardian of the personal perimeter, the defender of autonomy, the dinosaur who proves that consent is indeed hot. Today's episode is brought to you by the book that says just a spoonful of self-respect helps the nonsense go down. Dating App Apocalypse, Clever Girl's Survival Guide, a field guide for surviving modern dating without loosening your dignity, sanity, or patience. Includes red flag identification, boundary scripts, zero tolerance for unsolicited fossils. Available wherever books are sold, and wherever your last situationship absolutely should have read it. Practically perfect in every way. The spark, ask first, fly higher. Picture it. The jungle hums with potential, bios glow, someone even uses pronunciation correctly. We match, the banter sparkles. They like tacos and therapy. Hope stretches her legs. And then, uninvited content arrives. No warning, no question, just vibes tumbling out of the sky like a badly packed carpet bag. Somewhere, Bert the chimney sweep sighs, because even he knew when to knock before entering someone's space. Let's be clear, attraction isn't consent. Curiosity isn't consent. Being polite isn't consent. And that's when I knew the dating jungle needs backup.
Greetings, hatchlings. I am the Consentasaurus, keeper of boundaries, defender of the personal bubble, and sworn enemy of I thought you'd like it.
You've got strong I float away when people cross my lines energy.
Correct. Boundaries are umbrellas. They don't block joy. They protect it.
Why do people think asking kills the vibe?
Because they confuse mystery with negligence. Asking is intimate. Assuming is very lazy.
Consent isn't paperwork, it's presence.
Indeed. A spoonful of asking helps the intimacy go down.
So consent is foreplay?
With manners.
Forget hot. Consent is hot. Like ghost pepper respect hot.
Introducing Consent is hot sauce, the only sauce that asks first, before it melts your face in a respectful way. Made with jalapeno enthusiasm. A squeeze of Are You Sure lime, and zero pressure preservatives. And yes, Taco Papi inspired this heat. Best tacos in town? No, really. Fight me. Politely. So eat your values. Ask first. Kiss better.
Tell Taco Papi Consentasaurus sent you. They'll probably laugh and ask if you want extra cilantro. Let's open the field journal. Specimen 1, the persistent texter. You say you're not ready. They hear, convince me.
That's not flirting. That is entitlement in a trench coat.
The hottest response here is, I hear you. We can slow down. Specimen 2, the surprise visit. They show up unannounced.
Romantic gestures still require consent.
Mary Poppins didn't show up uninvited. She was invited by responsible adults. Specimen 3, the online oversharer, posting couple pics without asking. Nothing says we're not aligned like being soft-launched against your will.
Fossils live forever online. Ask first.
Why we freeze instead of say no? If you've ever frozen when a boundary was crossed, welcome to being human. That's not weakness, that's your nervous system pulling the emergency brake.
Freeze is protection, not permission.
Many of us were taught to keep the peace, to be sweet, to stay polite. But Mary Poppins didn't stay where she wasn't respected. She packed her bag and floated away. You're allowed to do that too.
This holiday season, give the gift that fits every size, pairs well with silence and doesn't require an explanation. Boundary Cocoa. Rich, comforting, fortified with self-respect. Perfect for family dinners that turn into interrogations. Awkward reunions with opinions you didn't order. That one cousin who asks about your love life, weight, uterus, or when you're settling down. Just one sip activates phrases like, I'm not discussing that. That doesn't work for me. Let's change the subject.
Wrap it up, say no, drink cocoa. Because peace on earth starts with your mug. Alright, time to sharpen the claws. Not in theory, not in textbook, in real life. With real people. When things are flirty, confusing, late at night, or moving faster than your brain can keep up, welcome to Raptor Pro Tips. Ask first, always. This doesn't have to be stiff or robotic. It can sound like, can I kiss you? Do you want me to come closer? Is it okay if I put my arm around you? If asking feels like it ruins the moment was fragile to begin with. Next, claw slash. No is a full sentence. Not no, but maybe later. Not no unless you convince me. Just no. If you say no and they push back with, come on, don't be like that. You did it before. That's not flirting. That's a warning label. Third rule, and this one matters more than people admit. Silence is not consent. If someone goes quiet, stops responding, freezes up, changes the subject, that's not a green light. That's a pause button. The correct response isn't to keep going. It's to check in or to step back. Fourth rule, welcome to the modern jungle. Digital spaces still require boundaries. Consent doesn't disappear just because there's a screen involved. Before sending something spicy, are you into flirty texts? Before sharing this photo, is this something you're comfortable with? Before saving or screenshotting, ask every time. And if somebody says, please don't send that, or I'm not into sexting, you stop. Not sulk, not argue, stop. And finally, the one that sneaks up on people. Emotional consent counts. Before trauma dumping, before venting for 45 minutes, before unloading your entire dating history like a confessional speed run. Try. Can I vent for a minute? Do you have the capacity to hear something heavy? Connection requires permission too.
And now, a relationship forecast.
Hi, yes, I'm seeing emotional fog with a strong chance of mixed signals.
That's right, clever girl. According to emotional weather, tonight's date includes 70% chance of I'm not ready for a relationship, sudden temperature drops after intimacy, and scattered you-up texts around 11:47 p.m.
Yes, classic avoidant cold front.
Emotional weather app alerts you before you spiral with real-time notifications like, this is breadcrumbing, not destiny. That chemistry is actually anxiety. Put the phone down. Drink water.
Life-changing, also mildly rude, but accurate.
Premium subscribers gain access to green flag sunshine alerts, secure attachment humidity control, and Petra's passive-aggressive advisory warnings.
Wanted to, they would. Forecast, they didn't.
Petra, brutal, necessary.
Emotional weather, because just because it's intense doesn't mean it's healthy.
Now the drills. Skill drill 1. Is this okay for you? Use it when things are escalating. Use it when you're unsure. Use it when your gut says, check in. If they hesitate, that's information. If they say no, that's your answer. Skill drill 2. I'm not comfortable with that. You don't owe a reason. You don't owe a softer version. You don't owe emotional cushioning. Watch what happens next. Do they say, okay, thanks for telling me? Or do they get defensive, offended, or weirdly quiet? Which leads to the most important drill. Skill drill 3. Notice how they respond. Listening is the test. Because consent isn't just about what you say, it's about how they react. Respect sounds calm, disrespect sounds like pressure. And in the dating jungle, the safest raptors aren't the loudest. They're the ones who listen.
Hi, it's me, the consequence. I'm here to help you stop explaining yourself to people who already understand and simply don't care. Welcome to Petra's Pro Tips. Boundaries, but make them uncomfortable. Tip 1. If they say relax, it's just a joke. Cool. I didn't laugh. Then stop talking. Do not smile. Do not rescue the moment. Let the silence do community service. If they meant it as a joke, they'll adjust. If they meant it as a test, they'll tell on themselves. Tip 2. If they call you too much, say, correct. I require upgrades. Too much for who? Someone who wanted benefits without effort? Someone who liked your spark until it required respect? You're not too much. They're unprepared. Tip 3. If they say you're being dramatic, respond with, I'm being accurate. Then watch them scramble, because minimizing your reaction is a shortcut to avoiding accountability. Dramatic is a smoke machine. Accurate is a mirror. Tip 4. If they push past a boundary and say, I didn't think it was a big deal. Try, it was a big deal to me. That's the deal. You do not need a jury. You do not need a consensus. Your discomfort already passed the vote. Tip 5. If they say, you're overthinking this, no, you're under considering me. Thinking is not the problem. Being careless is. Tip 6. If they get quiet or sulky after you set a boundary, don't chase them. Silence is used as a punishment. and it's still communication. And what it's saying is, how dare you not be easier to access? Let them feel their feelings. You are not customer support. Tip 7. If they apologize, but immediately explain why it wasn't really their fault. That's not apology, that's a press release. A real apology sounds like, I hear you, I'm sorry, I won't do that again. And how they won't do that again. No footnotes, no plot twists. Tip 8. If someone only respects your boundary after you get angry, note that. They didn't need clarity, they needed consequences. Which brings me to my final tip. Tip 9. If someone repeatedly tests your boundaries, believe the pattern. Confusion happens once, disrespect repeats. You are not a lesson plan, you are a person.
Petra, do you ever soften your approach?
No, I sharpen it. Because soft boundaries are suggestions, and I don't do suggestions.
Are you still navigating the dating jungle during the holidays?
Dating App Apocalypse Clever Girl's Survival Guide featuring bonus skills like saying no politely, saying no firmly, saying no and blocking immediately.
Stocking stuffer? Lifesaver.
Welcome back to the only game show where prize is mutual respect and nobody goes extinct.
Consentasaurus's Consent Check! Hosted by the dinosaur who always checks the vibe before checking the bill! Consentasaurus!
Hello, friends. I believe consent should feel clear, calm, and slightly boring in the best way. Let's test some real-life moments. No shaming, no roasting, just learning. Round 1. Green, yellow, or red. Scenario 1. Can I kiss you? They say, I don't know, maybe. Is that green light, yellow light, red light? Correct. Yellow. Yellow means pause, not push, not persuade. Not, I'll be really good at it, I promise. Try, no worries. Want to slow it down or change the subject? Consent isn't about momentum, it's about clarity. Round 2, check in or check out. Scenario 2, you're mid-conversation, they suddenly get quieter. Shorter replies, less eye contact. Do you keep talking to fill the space? Escalate to regain connection? Check in. Correct answer C, check in. A simple, hey, did I lose you? Or want to switch topics? Checking in isn't awkward, ignoring the shift is. Round 3, intent versus impact. Scenario 3. You say something playful, they look uncomfortable. Your intent was good, the impact not so much. What matters more? Intent, impact, who was right? Correct. B, impact. Consent lives in how something lands, not how it was meant. If it didn't land well, adjust. No courtroom drama required. 4. The aftercare check. You share something vulnerable, they listen, respond kindly, then later you feel weird about it. Is it okay to say something after the fact? Yes or no? Yes. Always yes. Consent is ongoing. You're allowed to revisit, revise, and reset. Try. Hey, I've been thinking about earlier. Can we talk about it? Healthy people don't punish you for clarity. Consent feels like relief, not pressure. Choice, not confusion. Safety, not performance. If you're bracing yourself, convincing yourself, or hoping it'll feel better later, that's information. Final reminder, the goal isn't to win, it's to feel good during and after. If everyone feels respected, you did it right. If not, you pause, talk, or stomp. No extinction required.
Before we spin anything emotional and possibly unhinged, let's make sure your boundaries are packed.
This episode is brought to you by Boundary Bento, the convenient, compartmentalized way to stop overgiving.
You know when you say, "I'm fine," but your soul just flipped a table? That's a boundary violation and also a hunger cue.
Boundary Bento comes neatly packed with one firm no thank you, a protein-rich that doesn't work for me, a gentle but filling I need time to think, and for dessert, silence.
Delicious. Low sodium, high self-respect.
Unlike brownies, boundaries do not require explanations, apologies, or a handwritten note about why you feel bad for having them.
I tried bringing brownies instead of boundaries once. Everyone ate them. No one respected me. 0 stars.
Boundary Bento is perfect for family dinners, group chats, and dating apps, and anyone who says, "I'm just being honest" right before being mean.
Side effects may include improved sleep, fewer rage texts, and the sudden disappearance of people who benefited from you having none.
Boundary Bento. Pack it once, reuse forever.
Alright, boundaries packed. Let's see what your nervous system has been trying to tell you. Quick note from our prehistoric legal department.
Hello, I regret to inform you that consent is not implied by vibes, activated by alcohol, upgraded by persistence, or unlocked by the phrase, "Come on, we're already here."
Shocking. Truly.
I also regret to inform you, but we already started is not a consent clause.
Alright, let's spin the wheel before anyone files an appeal.
Alright, survivors, before we land this emotional helicopter, it's time for one final test of instinct awareness and whether or not you should absolutely text them back. Welcome to the Wheel of Vibes. Spin responsibly.
The Wheel of Vibes helps identify how an interaction actually feels, not how you hope it feels, not how you explain it to your group chat at midnight, how it feels in your body.
And if you lie to yourself, I will know. Spin the wheel.
First stop, clear.
Clear feels calm, you understand what's happening, you know where you stand. Your shoulders are not touching your ears. You're not decoding subtext, you're not rehearsing responses, you're just present. Clear is consent's favorite flavor.
Clear is boring to people who thrive on chaos. That's how you know it's healthy. Spin again. Next up, confused.
Confused feels foggy, mixed signals, hot 1 minute, cold the next. You keep saying, "I don't know, it's just weird." Confused is not failure, it's a cue. This is where you ask questions, slow down, or step back.
If someone keeps you confused, it's not accidental. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I've landed on pressured.
Pressured feels tight, rushed, like there's a countdown you didn't agree to. This is when just checking in turns into persuasion, or affection turns into obligation. Pressure is not passion, it's impatience in a trench coat.
Pressure is when your gut says no, but your mouth says, "I guess." That's a no wearing a polite outfit.
And the final stop is stop.
Stop feels immediate. Your body knows before your brain catches up. This is the full stop, the exit ramp. I don't need to finish this conversation moment. Stop is not dramatic. Stop is protective.
If you ignore stop, it upgrades itself to consequences. Ask me how I know.
Here's the thing about the Wheel of Vibes. You don't spin it
Once, you spin it constantly.
Before the date, during the date, after the text, the next morning when your coffee kicks in and clarity arrives uninvited. Your body keeps score. Consent isn't about perfection. It's about awareness. Notice the vibe. Name it. Respond accordingly. And if someone mocks your boundaries, rushes your clarity, or treats consent like a buzzkill, spin the wheel again and watch where it lands. So here's your takeaway, survivors. Consent isn't a moment. It's a conversation. It's a pattern. It's how someone responds when you question or say no. You don't owe anyone access. You don't owe anyone comfort at your expense. You owe yourself safety, clarity, and respect. Pack your boundaries like Mary Poppins packs her bag. Endless, intentional, ready. After the holidays, we're back with an episode for anyone who's been told they're too nice, too giving, or too much. Boundaries, not brownies. Why you don't owe anyone access. Because somewhere along the way, a lot of us learned that being kind meant being available, that being sweet meant saying yes, that setting limits made us difficult, dramatic, or ungrateful. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. In this episode, we're unpacking the myth that you owe people access just because you're warm, capable, or holding the plate of brownies. We'll talk about why I don't want to is reason enough, why over-explaining is optional, and why boundaries aren't walls, they're invitations to treat you properly. We'll cover the difference between generosity and self-erasure, why guilt shows up when you finally say no, and how to stop confusing politeness with permission. Because Mary Poppins didn't hand out her bag to everyone who asked, she decided when to open it and when it was time to leave.
No samples, no crumbs.
Until then, pack your boundaries like Mary Poppins packs her bag, endless, intentional, and ready.
And keep your fossils in your pants.
Remember, in the dating jungle, survival isn't about being nice, it's about self-respect.
Clever claws, sharp mind, she's solving swipes in flight. Dynamo-driven, she's living, cracking hearts at sight. Swipe or bite, she's the queen of apocalypse plight. Beacons beep, data sleeps, hearts are left on red. Raptor's keen, she's a screen between love and dread. Tracks the chats, hunts the stats, tales of ghosted fates. In the jungle of love apps, she's the one who interrogates. Swipe or bite, it's the end of the world tonight. Clever claws, sharp mind, she's solving swipes in flight. Dino-driven, she's living, cracking hearts at sight. Swipe or bite, she's the queen of apocalypse plight. Dinosaurs in cyberspace, it's a hunter's dream. She's clawed deep in pixels on this Jurassic team. Unraveling schemes through a techno-dino scream. Cupid's extinct, but her justice reigns supreme.